games and everything like that. And I think it's about time that we speak about this a little bit. I think it's about time we speak about this. So let's see what the NBA is going to do about the fact that we might have one of the best playoffs we didn't had in a long time. Let's see what they do about that. Let's see if they fumble the bag. But first game we had the Indiana Pacers. They took a commanding 1-0 series lead with a decisive victory over the Milwaukee Bucks. Pascal Siakam led the Pacers with 25 points, while Miles Turner added 19 points, and Andrew Nembhard contributed 17. The Pacers' efficient ball movement and scoring led to a 63 to 40, I mean a 67 to 43 halftime advantage. Pardon me. And what's interesting about that is it was a lot of I'm sorry, it was a lot of like back and forth and whoopty wham, and I didn't really understand why the Bucks didn't just like go big, get it in the paint, go hard on the team, pause, you know what I mean, and just like annihilate them. Like I felt like they had the bigger team. I felt like they had the better team, if you ask me, and it really didn't play out the way I thought it was gonna play out, but, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
There's Dame Lillard, Giannis.
Mhm.
Uh, Dame not playing, but he's expected to play in the series. Clark, WNBA Rookie of
Yeah,
the
look at
Year,
his size.
starts her
Look,
season in
listen,
four
look how
weeks. So
small they
off
are. I
the
don't
miss by
understand
Giannis,
it.
Andrew Nembhard. Oh, okay. Little Euro step. Pacers up 4. And then here in the second quarter, Nembhard still in his motion. How about a little two-man game with Miles Turner?
Mm.
See that pass one more time.
Mm.
This half, Pacers are up 14. The block. Tyrese
Look, they're
Halliburton,
running them out the gym.
Benjamin,
Running them out the gym.
pocket. 4 in the game. Pacers led the Bucks in scored 17-1. Indiana's up big at the half. Now, check out pass. Giannis recovers and pushes.
Nice.
Giannis comes back and gets it.
They was running them out the gym, up and down.
And that's on the 3.
Buckitos.
25 points, 10
Video is brought to you
His
by
65-point
ESPN
game in
Sports
the
Center.
playoffs is joining the Pacers.
Look, Bobby Portis out. Look. They just got ran
And then
out
you get the
the gym. I don't know if it's the
22
youth.
fast break.
I don't know if it's the youth and the athleticism of this team, of this Indiana Pacers team. That might be what it is. The youth and athleticism of this Indiana team is probably too much for this older, bigger Milwaukee Bucks team. I think that's what it is.
Point Pacers. 25. Then Halliburton drives, hits. That's something he's starting to get to it. Again, Dame wasn't playing. You seen that
Didn't
Louis
relax.
Vuitton?
Hey, don't do that with the Louis Vuitton right now. Now is not a good time to be talking about no luxury brands, okay? Because he probably paid a nice penny for that sweater, and that sweater probably cost about $8 or $9 to make, okay? So let's not do that. Let's relax on all of the luxury brand promotions and all of that. Let's figure out what they got going on and what we should really be paying before we just start like glorifying and idolizing all of these damn brands. Okay, back to regularly scheduled programming.
Little talk back and forth.
Look.
Siakam's into it. They're like, points go away. They win it easily. We're already ready for game 2.
So as you see there, you got these dudes losing 98-17. I mean 98-117. I'm sorry. And if you really think about it, man, like it's not a surprise to me, honestly. It's not really a surprise only for the simple fact that the team that they are like playing against, now that I'm thinking about it, because I thought that Milwaukee would be a bigger, better team. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm actually not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we're dealing with youth and athleticism against size and experience. So I'm guessing the Bucks gonna need to address their shooting woes if they want to bounce back. Okay, that's what they gonna have to do because right now it's not looking too good for them. It's not looking too good for them. Okay, now second game of the day we had the Clippers versus the Nuggets. Okay, now this Clippers Nuggets game, I'm not gonna hold you. This Clippers Nuggets game was very good. You know what I'm saying? It was overtime. The Denver Nuggets rallied from a 15-point deficit to edge the Los Angeles Clippers and take a 1-0 series lead. Nikola Jokic led Denver with 29 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds. Aaron Gordon added 25 points. Aaron Gordon with 25 points is crazy because he be so wishy-washy, but he always pick like I guess the right times to hoop. But that's all right, including 6 in overtime as well. Jamal Murray had 21. Russell Westbrook, he did hit that 3 in the corner. I did like that, you know what I mean? And James Harden, he had a breakout performance with 32 points, 11 and 6, 11 assists. Zubac had 21 points and 13 rebounds. That's an easy double-double. I can't believe he's not a Laker anymore. I can't believe who did we trade him for? I don't even know. They're not even on the team no more. Like that was a bad trade. We shouldn't have done that. Okay. But let's check out some of the highlights from game 2 and let's see what happened. Let's refresh our memory.
When you see a
While we're doing that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like, comment, participate in the live. You know what I mean? Shouts out to all my followers out there, you know what I'm saying, with me on this journey that I'm doing right now. You get me? Let's go.
Might have proved it. Clippers in Denver facing the Nuggets, and Peyton Manning was there. Clippers up as many as 15 in this one, but jumping to the fourth, Nuggets Jamal Murray says, no correction.
Yeah.
It's a tie game at 81. All right. Well, two creatures
Hey,
actually
Murray.
same score. Nick Batum says, no, actually, we're up 3.
Yeah.
Nails that. Now watch this. Nikola
Nick
Jokic
Batum.
gets tangled up with Derek Jones Jr. under the basket.
Okay.
Joker thought it was a foul, and look at him get to the ref and get into it. You know what that's going to do? Technical.
He showed up for ref
Trying to get a few words in.
Hey, NBA players out there, y'all got to keep your emotions in check, man, because we can't have these referees ruining games in these playoffs. Okay, this look like it's about to be one of the best playoffs we didn't had in a minute. Okay, the competition level is at a high right now. We don't need nobody getting suspended. We don't need nobody getting ejected, altering the game and the texture of the game. Y'all just chill out. I know y'all energy high. You know what I'm saying? The competition is high. You know what I'm saying? Like, calm y'all asses down. Cause I don't want nobody getting kicked out. We don't need no excuses when my Lakers win the championship.
Later in the fourth, Nuggets down 4. Here's Murray again with the 3. Had a rough shooting night to start, but started picking it up in the fourth. And Nuggets down 1. 4 minutes to go. Christian Brown, the miss, but Russell Westbrook clean up on all 5.
Russ.
Lays it in. Nuggets up 1. Over a minute to
Russ,
go. Clips down
go
1.
hard.
He gets a Zubac. Aaron Gordon called for goaltending right there. We think, yeah. Okay.
The Clippers had this game too.
Clips
They
it
had
up
this
again,
game.
1. Under 40 seconds to go. Murray, Garden, Kawhi. He rips at the ball and it goes out of bounds on Leonard. That is not what you usually see from
Off his
Kawhi,
hip.
and you could see it all over his face. Like, that's not me. Nuggets get the ball back. 30 seconds left. Jokic pull it past to Russell Westbrook. Corner 3.
Hi-yow.
Got it. Jokic says
That's that 3 I was
who
talking
he
about that he
is.
hit.
And
That was
watch
a big one. That
Look
was
how
a big
open Russ was on this one. Clearly, they didn't respect the 3, but Peyton Manning, he does. He likes that. Ensuing Clippers possession,
James,
Clips down
quick
2.
bucket.
James Harden with the floater.
Hey, James Harden is
And game
cold.
tied at 98, under 10 seconds to go. Jokic over Westbrook, trying to get that shot off. Can he do it? What?
See, now that's the part of Russell Westbrook right there that really be getting to me when he be doing stuff like this.
Westbrook, trying to get that shot
Look,
off.
look at this.
Can he do it?
Come on. That is the part of his game. It's like when he like lose his mind. I don't know what be going on. He like lose his mind, and then he'll do something crazy. It happens like every so often, like it's like he goes blank or something, and then he'll just do something crazy, and then like just walk. Like you remember when he had the ball and he didn't even dribble and he just started walking up the court, like what?
Off before time expires. That's the Russell Westbrook
Come on,
experience in a
Red.
nutshell. We head to overtime. 3 minutes ago in OT. Nuggets up one. Murray gets it in a paint floater. Nuggets go up 3. He had 21 on the night. Down. Not anymore. Harden getting in there. Cut the lead to 1. And then Jokic to Brown.
Yeah.
Yes. Nuggets go up 4.
Hey, Brown can hoop.
Jokic a team high 12 helpers under 4 minutes to go. Flips down 4. It's done. Flip with the steal. And this ball's going to find its way to James Harden. Oh, you know what he can do.
Wow.
From 3. Clips down 1. Had 32 points on the night, did James Harden. But 10 seconds left. Batum trying to inbound to Harden.
Right there.
Guess who's caught it?
Okay.
Russell Westbrook. He said later, I just know I played for season. And Westbrook frustrated. Westbrook the end of the turnover. Let's go on to win an OT 112 to 110 series league. And here's his team's performance.
There you have it. Clippers lose by 2 in a tough, hard-fought game. Game did go overtime. It was a really intriguing game. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, my ultimate take from this game is this is gonna be a dogfight. Clippers Nuggets is gonna be a dogfight. Like the Nuggets, they got the home court advantage, so they're gonna have the momentum. The Clippers got to tighten up the ball control, and they rebounding in this series in game 2 because they wasn't controlling the ball as much as they needed to in overtime. And you can't be getting out rebounded. You got to get on the rebounds and everything like that. You see Harden has 6. Jokic had damn near triple double. I mean, he has that every game. You know what I mean? But now let's move on to game 3. I didn't get my prediction after game 1. I like to give a prediction after game 1. I like to see the texture of the series, see how the refs is calling it, see how the players is playing, making sure everybody is available. And then I like to make an assessment after game 1. So after game 1, Bucks and Pacers, honestly, I got the Pacers. Now I know there's gonna be some adjustments, like basketball is a game of adjustments and a game of runs. I know that. So I know it's gonna be some adjustments made. But if you can't adjust to the speed and athleticism that's on the court, you're gonna have a hard time keeping up. So just based on what I seen today with the athleticism and the speed that the Pacers play with, Dame is out, and that's exactly what I'm talking about with injuries and stuff. So Dame come back, it could get interesting, but then they're gonna slow down a little bit more. So I'm gonna have to go with the Pacers in 6. I got Pacers in 6. Clippers Nuggets. I think that's going 7. I got the Clippers. And I hate the Clip. Look, I I hate the Clip. Like I like the players. Like don't get me wrong, I like Kawhi, Ty Lue, he a OG Laker. You understand what I'm saying? James Harden, Zubac, he a OG Laker. Norman Powell is cool. You know what I mean? Like I like the Clippers players, but they just got the wrong uniform on. That's it. That's it. That's it. Nothing against them personally, but damn, they got the wrong jerseys on. Okay. But I do got the Clippers. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got the Clippers. Now we're gonna head over to game 3, which this is one of my sleeper joints right here because I like the Pistons. They can really be dangerous. They got a little squad over there. Like it's a little like weird looking, but they got a pretty good team over there. Okay. Now the New York Knicks, they overcame a third quarter deficit with a massive 21-0 run and secure a 1-0 series lead over the Detroit Pistons. Jalen Brunson led New York with 34 points, 8 assists. Despite, you know what I'm saying, I thought he had got hurt or something, but I guess he was cool. Big Cat, he had 23 points, 11 rebounds, double-double, you know what I'm saying, in his first game with the Knicks in the playoffs. And then you had Cam Payne with 14 points off the bench. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? Now, Anunoby, he had 19 first half points, and I think that's what kicked it off for the Knicks. Anunoby, he kicked it off for the Knicks. He be looking kind of dazed and confused on the court, but he kicked it off for the Knicks, you know. So let's go ahead and check out some of these
Some people
highlights.
just know they could save hundreds on car
See
insurance.
what actually happened in the game. Again, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of the chat. Be a part of the conversation, please.
Going to do at MSG? You know, that's a good question
Okay.
because the last time the Pistons won a road playoff game, not one player in this current roster had yet to graduate high school, and three of the
Damn.
starters hadn't even.
What'd he say? The last time the Pistons won a road playoff game, nobody on the roster was alive. Damn. Is that's tough.
Started the first grade.
Oh my God.
Damn.
And you got to go up
Detroit.
against Jalen Brunson
That's
and
tough.
Nick. And then he's on task. From three. New York's up 3. They're up 5. Go Tobias Harris right before the buzzer. Got it. He had 20
Tobias has
points,
been
7
balling.
of 10 shooting.
He had a good game too.
19 of his 23 came in the first half.
Yeah, good game.
Pistons were down 2. But in the third quarter, Cunningham was like, ladies and gentlemen, please, would you bring your attention?
Hey, now I'm gonna tell you right now, this young boy Cade Cunningham, Cade is cold. Cade Cunningham, he gonna be a problem.
To me, that's a tough lay-in. And then here, and one.
Cade Cunningham gonna be a
Pistons
problem.
up
Look at
3.
Look at it. Look.
Hey, 2
Hey,
hands.
the boy gonna be a problem. The boy gonna be a problem. I'm trying to
Debut,
tell you.
the Pistons were up 4. Oh, just gives it up and just falls to the ground. He would limp up the floor and then he would head to the locker room at the end of the quarter. Now, how many
It
times
looked
have
like
we
he
seen
did
this stuff?
much.
He gets hurt, he goes to the locker room, and then he comes back as if like, I'm here. Here's Tom Thibodeau.
Now look, I'm gonna say something real quick because Jalen Brunson is like the heart and soul of the New York Knicks, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, okay? But listen to me and listen to me good. If the best player and your go-to is a guard, a point guard, the smallest guy on the court, if his name ain't Isaiah Thomas, you're not winning the championship. If your name ain't Isaiah Thomas, you're not winning or leading your team to a championship. And I'm just going based on NBA history. Okay, little guards don't lead their team to the championship. I don't know what it is. Chris Paul couldn't do it. Allen Iverson couldn't do it. Who else? It's a lot of great. Steve Nash couldn't do it. He was the best on his team. Jason Kidd finally won when Dirk was the best on the team. Gary Payton finally won when D Wade and Shaq was the best on the team. Just saying.
On what Brunson did in the locker room after changing those shoes.
I think he grabbed his cape.
All right, so Knicks are down 8. When Cam Payne says, come move with the movement, he had 14 points
I
off
like
the
Cameron
bench.
Payne. I like
Next
his energy.
possession.
He a
Here's Brunson,
goer.
floater. 5-0 run now for the Knicks. They're within 3 when Karl-Anthony Towns misses a 3, but then it goes to Cam. He knocks it down. The 8-0 run, hot.
Cam got a rocket launcher, don't he? Cam got him a rocket launcher out there. He said, watch this. Hold tight. How far
Floater.
back is it?
5-0 run now for the
Watch
Knicks.
this.
Within 3 when
Watch
Karl-Anthony Towns misses a 3.
Watch him
But then
up. Whoop.
it goes to Cam. He
Ow.
knocks it
Come on,
down.
man.
And ties the game.
Cam with the
Next
rocket
possession.
launcher on him.
Brunson. You heard the whistle. 10-0 run New York has
See,
the
it's gonna be
lead,
tough to
but they
do
were
that.
not finished. Payne, another three.
Rocket
The run
Hunter.
is 13-0. Now the Pistons are inbounding here. Cat with the steal
Oh, bang out.
to Josh Hart to Brunson.
You gotta
The
dunk
run is
that, dog.
15-0. Cat with another steal.
It turned
Finds
up the defense,
Brunson
and it's
for
only
another layup. 17-0 the run.
only a
Had 23
9-point
points,
game.
11 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. And then they're still playing the defense like a game of chess. The layup. The run is 19-0. Then Brunson to Hart. 21-0 run gave them a 13-point lead. They were 9 for 11 during that run. And Brunson, 23 of his 34 in the second half.
See how he
Dude's
falling
game
like
is tougher
that?
than well done.
You see what I mean? You see how Jalen Brunson is falling like he too little to be so when he jump in the air, it's a further fall because he little. It's gonna hurt him more. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's what I think. That's just the history of the league. But the Pistons lose 112 to 123. Knicks take the lead in the series. You understand what I'm saying? The Knicks defense is the only reason they're gonna be able to hang around. I'm gonna be real. The Pistons just need to find some consistency scoring the ball beside Cade Cunningham. Schroeder, you're gonna have to step it up. Beasley, you're gonna have to step it up. Tobias Harris, you're gonna have to step it up. They got some ballers over there. What's his name? Precious. Is that his name? No. Whoever old boy that be trying to fight him, he was trying to fight LeBron and all of that. Old boy, big boy. He be Jamaican man. He make Jamaican music. Me think he make Jamaican music. Yeah. Me think that's my brother from another. You understand me now? But yeah, they're gonna have to figure it out. They're gonna have to figure it out, and I think they're gonna be able to figure it out. Okay. Now we gotta come down to the game of the evening. Okay. Now, the game of the evening, as we all know, is the Timberwolves versus Los Angeles Lakers. Now, the Minnesota Timberwolves, they dominated the Los Angeles Lakers. They took a 1-0 series lead. Anthony Edwards led the Timberwolves with 28 points. Big Cat, he had 24 points and 12 rebounds. Minnesota's defense stifled the Lakers, held them to 95 points. LeBron James placed the Lakers with 26 points. But the team struggled shooting efficiently, and the turnovers, our turnovers was crazy. And we're gonna have to regroup for game 2 because Anthony Edwards is not playing with us. And I don't know why we came into the game thinking that he was gonna be playing with us. And he not, okay? He's not. He is not.
All right, so there are 4
Check it out.
games on the NBA schedule Saturday. The nightcap, Lakers, Timberwolves, LeBron, Ant-Man in LA. And Minnesota came to LA with some ill intentions. You see the match. Ant-Man over LeBron. Can't get it to fall. He ends up limping off, but he would return in the fourth quarter. Right before the end of the third, though. Lakers 19. Luka. Oh, he had 31 after 3 quarters, but they were still down 16 going to the house. Right?
See, how Sway is right. That's what I call empty calories. Like, when you do something like that and it's like, oh, you made a half-court shot, but you down all them points, like, yeah, it could be a momentum booster and all of that, I get it, but it's empty calories at this point. It's empty calories. Now, if it turns into a run, you know what I mean? Those are good calories. But right now, they empty calories, if you ask me. Empty calories.
Fourth quarter. It's now a 13-point game. Ant-Man. He was back, and that is deep. Push the lead back to 16. And here, Dante DiVincenzo. Out from everybody. Timberwolves house the Lakers 117-95. And look, the stars are going to play, obviously, but it's about that supporting cast for both of these squads. Look what the Timberwolves bench did. They went off. Outscoring the Lakers bench 43-13. Huge performance from Naz Reid, 23 points, 6 threes. And that bench also finished the game with more assists. than LA's. More now from Los Angeles is George Sedano.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about that. I can't believe that we let Anthony. You know, Anthony Edwards is the number one 3-point shooter in the NBA this year, right? For once, it's not Curry. Sheesh. But I don't know what we was thinking. Like, I don't think our game plan. I don't think we was ready. I think we was like we had too much time off. Like we've been off for like almost 2 weeks. It feel like, or at least a week. I think that's what it was. We had too much time. We was clicking. We was clicking. This was a game of rust. This is a game of rust. Come game 2, I guarantee you we win by like 17 points. It's Lakers in 5. You know what's going on. It's Lakers in 5. We're gonna win the next 4. We're gonna win at home. We're gonna win 2 over there in Minnesota. We're gonna get back to the crib. We're gonna take care of business. Okay? That's what's gonna happen. That is what's gonna happen. But that was a recap. Who I got in my series. I just said I got them in 5. The Pacers and the Knicks. I mean, not the Pacers and Knicks, the Pistons and Knicks. I got that going 6 games. And I want to say the Pacers gonna get it, but the Knicks defense will eventually prevail. So I got the Pacers in, let's say, Dame come back. Let's get him 7. I'll go 7. I got Pacers in 7, right? Then I got the Clippers in 7 for sure. I might take Pacers in 6, actually. I'm gonna take Pacers in 6. Clippers in 7. I don't even like saying that, but Clippers in 7. I got the Knicks in 6. And the Lakers in 5. Yeah, Lakers in 5. Hey, make sure you comment. I appreciate everybody subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. Tomorrow we got more games. I'll probably do a recap after the games tomorrow. You get what I mean? So make sure you tune in. It will be a late one. If you don't tune in during the live, make sure you come back over and check it out. You get what I'm saying? Whenever you got some time. I appreciate y'all. And what do I always say? Y'all have a good day now. You hear?